O'Neill's Aston Villa were the men hoping to halt Carlo Ancelotti's side. But we start with the 2008 winners Portsmouth, and the man behind that famous cup win, Harry Redknapp, now manager of their opponent Spurs, who had hopes of double success, an FA Cup win and securing a place in the Champions League. For all their problems this season, Pompey's amazing FA Cup story was still very much alive. Commentary from Stuart Robson and Gary Taphouse.
You cannot beat a big Wembley occasion. Which of these sides will be back here next month to contest the final? Well, here are the semi-final lineups, and Harry Redknapp makes 5 changes to the side beaten at Sunderland in the Premier League. Michael Dawson and Vedran Chorluka are back in defence after injury. Tom Huddleston comes into midfield after an ankle problem, and it's all change up front, with the former Pompey strike force of Peter Crouch and Jermaine Defoe replacing Roman Pavlyuchenko and Idiger Johnson.
Harry Redknapp has found the perfect midfield combination in Palacios and Huddleston. Palacios has energy and determination, while Huddleston has vision and technical ability. Watch out for Modric drifting infield to leave space for the overlapping and in-form Gareth Bale.
The patched-up Pompey side shows 7 changes from the team that drew with Blackburn in the league last weekend in a win-or-bust gamble from Avram Grant. Hassan Yebda and Kevin Prince-Boateng have missed the last 7 and 12 games respectively through injury. Are they up to a major Wembley semi? David James, Mark Wilson, Steve Finnan and Frederick Piquion are all recalled, and Aruna Dindan plays after that successful plea to his parent club Lens, who would have been owed a £4 million transfer fee on his next appearance. How crucial could that be?
Key to Avram Grant's game plan will be his wide players, Dindan and Prince-Boateng. Dindan will use his pace to try and get behind Gareth Bale, while Prince-Boateng will come in field to link up with Piquion. Centre-halves McQuaina and Rocker will need to read situations quickly if they are to thwart the threat of Defoe and Crouch.
So away we go on the second FA Cup semi-final here at a packed and raucous Wembley. Chelsea have already booked their place in the final here on May the 15th. And the underdogs Portsmouth in the blue jerseys end a shocking season of self-destruction on a high by seeing off the manager who guided them to the FA Cup just 2 years ago. Modric, blocked by Mullins. Bentley on his left. David James comes and fumbles behind for another corner. Nervy moments these for Pompey.
Well, David James is looking at his defender, or looking at his Piquion. It's up to David James to make it his. I think he's an error-prone goalkeeper these days.
Well, 4th Tottenham corner. Only played 10 minutes. Bentley takes. And the header, well, saved eventually by James. And Peter Crouch looks to the heavens.
Well, he made a good save on that occasion. Peter Crouch wins the first header, just sticks out his right arm. Could have gone anywhere. He comes back off his own defender.
Yebda looking for Piquion, flag stays down, chance for Piquion, saved by Gomez, picked up by Dindan who slipped. What an opportunity.
Well, it was a very tight decision. What a pass from Yebda, but why did Tottenham try and play offside? Look, it's not offside. Dawson, really poor decision from him not to go with Piquion.
Chorluka looking for Crouch, who won it despite having 2 defenders around him. And Huddleston! Oh, a terrific save by James.
Well, it was such a casual strike from Tom Huddleston, this time with his left foot. Just hits it with his laces. Oh, just stands there. What a strike, going into the top corner.
Here's Luka Modric. Well, it's a lovely run by Modric, absolutely superb. And Crouch, blocked by Wilson. Bentley! Well, he had 2 goes at it.
Well, Luka Modric, great skill down this left-hand side, just jinking in between a couple of defenders. They got square. It was obvious what he was going to do. And just toe pokes it to Peter Crouch.
Bale. Comes off Finnan for a corner.
Yeah, Finnan recovered well. And initially he got in the wrong position. Once again, Bale again, not on that offside line, getting in behind Portsmouth. Dawson a threat. Crouch. Luka, who won one in the first half. Maybe even Basong.
It's the 9th Tottenham corner. Drilled in by Bentley. Crouch! The goal mouth was yawning. And the header is wide.
Well, they're not marking Peter Crouch very well at all.
Bentley up against Mullins. Still yet to beat him on the outside. Chorluka. Away by Finnan. Huddleston. But Pavlyuchenko. Here's Chorluka again. Oh, and Mokwena so nearly put it into his own net and cleared his own shot off the line.
In the end, I don't think this is bad play from Mokwena. The ball was just hit into the danger area. He gets there first, takes his touch, and then just gets the clearance in.
Gareth Bale takes on Finnan again. Crouch is waiting. And the angle was always getting tighter and tighter. He may have just hit the outside of the post.
Well, said it time and time again. Gareth Bale getting to the byline or getting a cross in. Tries to get underneath it, lift the ball up, but Peter Crouch almost from an impossible angle to get that back on target.
No foul there. Pranchar. Here's Wilson Palacios, the Honduran. Bit of a hidden hope, really. Collected on the far side by Modric. Oh, good ball. Here's Gareth Bale and Crouch. Oh, what a save by David James. That would have won the semi-final.
Well, they went to sleep, Portsmouth. They put 2 players out against Modric. Bale just run in behind them. It's a good strike in. Peter Crouch does really well to get across the front of Mokwena.
Well, there it is. The 90 minutes are up. And there will be 30 more minutes for Harry Redknapp and Avram Grant to endure. It's a Pompey free kick. Mark Wilson over the ball. Just teased in towards Boateng. Pickion! And Pompey strike first! Frederick Pickion with his 11th of the season. And look at these scenes of celebration.
Well, Gomez, I don't think had too many chances. There was a slip in the box. But well finished from Pickion. I'm not sure the first cross was a particularly good one. Wilson into the box. Boateng gets up there. It's Dawson that slips over. Pickion makes the most of it and finishes it under Gomez. There goes the slip from Dawson. We've said that Pickion's had the better of Dawson. He does so again there. Huddleston couldn't react. Gomez couldn't get out. And what a shot we could have on our hands here.
Well, that look on that Spurs fan says it all. Disbelief. And at the other end of the ground, exhilaration. Pompey relegated from the Premier League yesterday. 1-0 up. But here's Pavlyuchenko. Crouch!
I think he hit the post here. Pavlyuchenko does brilliantly, and he was honest there because he could have gone down. There's the toe poke, and it hits the outside of the post.
Modric on for Bale. Beautiful play from Bale. And James comes crouch! Free kick. The celebrations are cut short. Goodness me, this is absolutely compelling.
Well, what more can you say about Gareth Bale down that left-hand side? Oh, Wiley, big decision from him. He lifts it up into a dangerous area. Bale. Well, I can't see anything wrong with that. Goalkeepers are protected. That's just poor goalkeeping from David James. That should be a goal. Could even say that Rocha pushed Cranshaw in the back.
Oh, David James knows what a let-off that was. Bale. He's looked such a threat all afternoon. Oh, and it comes through to Chorluka. David James quickly at his feet.
Won't sit down for him. Bale had the shot with his right foot. It found Chorluka. Just couldn't get his first touch down. Just allowed James to get out to him.
Palacios, here comes David James again, commanding his 6-yard area and bowling it straight out to Dindan. Space far side for Brown. Dindan perhaps caught in two minds. Oh, he's ghosted past Palacios, who makes the tackle. Oh, he's given it! Penalty to Pompey! 5 minutes to go, and they can seal a place in the cup final here.
Well, I'm not so sure about this one. Great run from Dindan. He gets the ball. Palacios, watch again that right leg, gets the ball. Did he make contact with Dindan before he got the ball? I certainly wouldn't have given a penalty.
Well, only a yellow card. Some would say he's denied an obvious goal-scoring opportunity there.
That's a big call from Alan Wiley.
Kevin Prince Boateng against his old club, Tottenham Hotspur. Look at the focus, look at the concentration in front of the Pompey fans. Boateng scores and surely fires Portsmouth back to Wembley. From administration to relegation to cup jubilation. Incredible.
Well, it's the perfect penalty. Low, hard, in the corner. I'm not sure why he wants to take his shirt off, but what a finish this is. Gomez is a good penalty stopper. He can't get there. And the Tottenham end of the ground is half full already. These won't leave. These will stay for quite some while.
Chorluka. And again, the break could be on with Dindan. Utaka makes the run. And Dindan wants the return. Utaka! Oh, what a save by Gomez! It could have been 3.
Well, Utaka, since he's been on, has been excellent.
Harry, what's the score? Is the inevitable chance. It's all over. It's a Fratton fairy tale. Avram Grant has done it. Portsmouth are through to the FA Cup final for the second time in 3 years. Just 24 hours after the club was relegated from the Premier League. And Harry Redknapp is the first to congratulate his former technical director.
The fans gave everything, the players gave everything, and the fans saw how the players fight and fought and gave everything, so it brought it together, you know.
In the other semi-final, holders Chelsea were hoping to reach their 5th final in 11 years, while Villa boss Martin O'Neill was looking for his first final appearance in 4 decades in the game as a player and a manager. The men from Birmingham were also hoping to bounce back in style from the 7-1 drubbing that Chelsea gave them in the Premier League only 2 weeks ago. At Wembley for this one, Ray Houghton and Martin Tyler.
Team news for you. Aston Villa have James Milner fit again after Achilles tendon trouble. Milner, their Wembley scorer 6 weeks ago in the League Cup final. Only one change from that starting 11, which lost here to Manchester United. John Carew, who has scored 6 goals already in the FA Cup, he keeps out Emil Heskey.
Just looking at the formation here, we think it's going to be a 4-4-2 lineup for Aston Villa. We know the back four, that speaks for itself. Downing and Ashley Young are going to be pivotal today, because if you're looking at the weakness maybe in this Chelsea side, it could be the full-backs. Slightly surprised they're going with 2 up front. I thought they might try and pack the midfield and match Chelsea up in that formation.
Well, the Didier Drogba question has kept Carlo Ancelotti occupied. The 31-goal top scorer didn't appear in the 7-1 win over Villa, but came on to strike that decisive goal against Manchester United last Saturday, and that has got him back in this 11 in place of Nicolas Anelka. Drogba has an outstanding Wembley record too.
I think it's a good formation, to be honest, for them. I like the midfield area. I think they've got creativity in Deco. John Obi Mikel will sit in front of the back four. Frank Lampard, we know, he will score you goals, but Malouda's been in the form of his life for Chelsea. Lovely to see Joe Cole back in his side, and Drogba, obviously, is a key player here at Wembley.
We're looking down on the FA Cup holders, waiting for Howard Webb's whistle. We will set the ball rolling against this season's League Cup finalists. Howard Webb, one of 3 officials here that are the team that England are sending to the World Cup finals in South Africa. Cuellar. Mikel just stopping Milner getting in behind him. He'll need to be vigilant in that respect. Milner now a central midfield player, but one who really likes to support the front men. Here's Villa trying to play their football, and Milner to size up a shot, and it went past the goalkeeper, and for a fraction of a second you just wondered whether it was going to go inside that post.
Well, he thought it was in, didn't he? You can tell by his reaction, Milner. They don't really close him down, do they? Chelsea had 3 in midfield, but John Terry's the first one out. Doesn't really come out quickly enough, and I'll tell you what, Czech is stretching for this. I think he might have realised at the last second it was just going past the post, but terrific strike from James Milner. Has had a great season for Aston Villa.
And forced his way into pretty much Fabio Capello's squad. I don't think there's too much doubt about that, his versatility. Stepping up from the under-21s. He had a long and distinguished time, maybe too long in his book, but he's a senior international now. And just as in the League Cup final 6 weeks ago when he opened the scoring, he was so close to repeating that here. Another Englishman, Stephen Warnock, takes the free kick. Agbon Lahore turns, brought down. Howard Webb says no. Ray Houghton.
Oh, definite penalty. I've got to say, Martin. I think he just turned him beautifully, Agbon Lahore here. You can see the Aston Villa players, Petrov going round the referee, Howard Webb. I like to see it again. My first reaction, and it's normally your best, is I thought it was a penalty. I thought he just turned him. Certainly Mikel's too tight. There is a pulling of the shirt there. Did he go in for the challenge here? His legs all over him. If you don't win the ball in the box like that, there's only one decision: penalty. And look at the position of the referee. Perfect. I don't know how he can get that wrong.
It's a good touch by Drogba. Malouda, here comes Drogba. Great block by Warnock. And away come Villa. That was the most threatening we've seen from Chelsea. And Carew is offside.
Why didn't he leave it though, John Carew? As soon as he knew he was offside, and he knew, he sort of looked across, thought, oh, shall I, shan't I? And then behind him certainly was their player coming in. This is the chance again. And watch the two Villa players actually fall over. Watch Warnock, he's already slipped. He's already gone to ground. You know, Stud's gone from under him. Same's happened to Richard Dunn. But what an excellent block that is.
More openness in the play now. And here goes Drogba. Has a look to see what's on, but he might go himself. That's what he was doing, and it ran beyond Richard Dunn after Collins was left in Drogba's wake.
Great run, wasn't it? This is where Drogba's at his best. I'm not sure what Collins does here. I think he goes to ground too easily. But Richard Dunn just done enough coming across to get the challenge in on Didier Drogba. And then Warnock got the all-important challenge after that to put it behind for a corner.
Easy for Dunn. Oh, it should have been easy to head it away. And it's put in by Drogba. John Terry was presented with possession, poked it forward, and Drogba, the Wembley specialist, did the rest. It's Aston Villa 0, Chelsea 1.
Well, that's why he's in the team, Martin. It's simple. For incidents like that, it was a really poor defensive header by Richard Dunn, I think it was. He should have went for height and distance. He's headed it straight at the foot of John Terry. He actually had a shot, which was a really poor one, but unfortunately for Villa, but fortunate for Chelsea, it landed at the feet of Didier Drogba, because I think it's Petrov it's picking up. Look, he's just wandered off of him. No one's picking him up. Came into him first time, left-footed strike, nothing that Brad Friedel could do about it. Not sure if they come off the post early. They should have stayed on the post, came off them too early. Always taught, stay on the post as long as the ball's in and around the box. Ashley Young's there, he clears it, he stepped up, and it's left Drogba with a simple task of sliding into his left foot to give Chelsea the lead.
Malouda. Terry was a little bit reckless. Would have been a foul. Again, I don't think there's too much advantage. I know Howard Webb has to think about it in for this situation, but it's a yellow card for... Is it for John Terry or is it for Drogba?
No, it's for Terry. I'm not sure about that, you know, Martin. I'd like to see that challenge again. My first reaction, I thought he won the ball, but, you know, obviously the replay will show us exactly what's going on. He's just going back to have a word with James Milner. Here we'll see, did Milner know where he was coming through? There he comes in. He's won the ball and his foot was a bit high, but Milner's actually caught him, which can happen.
Lampard, strong blue line from Chelsea here. Kalou might go offside if he's not careful. Ballack with a brilliant ball, converted by Malouda. That's the semi-final one for Chelsea. They'll be back at Wembley on May the 15th.
That's how you cross it, Martin. That's how you cross the ball. England, young England players, take note. There's a German player coming onto the pitch. In 10 minutes, he's showing you how you deliver the ball into the perfect area. And Malouda coming in at that far post, kicked his eyes, focused on the ball all the way, and then just side-footed past the helpless Brad Friedel, and he deserves that because he's been excellent in this second half. But what about this for a cross? He could have played it in early to Kalou, he didn't, he waited, and what about that? That is inch perfect, and a side-footed right foot volley, half volley from Malouda, and nothing Friedel could do about it.
It's the face of defeat for Martin O'Neill at Wembley. Kalou, and it might be by a bigger margin, parried out by Friedel. Oh, and this time Malouda, not so trusty right foot from a bit further out.
Well, he snatched at this one, didn't he? But it was an excellent save initially, wasn't it?
Would have been tough on Villa.
Yeah, it would have been. They don't deserve this, in fairness to them, but they have looked ragged in this second half, and I think they have lost the belief that they can win.
Shirkov, Malouda, he's away here. Petrov is trying to close him down. And Nelka can play it on for Lampard, who wants to score all the time and does make it 3-0. A classic counter-attack. If it was Villa's first half, conclusively it's Chelsea's second.
Well, they've just shown the class, haven't they, Martin, in the second half, and look at the runs that they've all made there, how fresh they look getting back and how tired the Villa players were. Malouda involved once again, Anelka in there as well, and Frank Lampard. He's run 70 yards to score a goal. That's what it means to him. You can't even see him in the picture, Lampard. That's how far he's came from. Absolutely fantastic drive and run from Malouda. Little back heel into the path on Anelka. Gets his head up. I thought he took too long there initially. But look, coolness personified. He knows instinctively where the goals is. 2 touches out his feet and just bends in that bottom corner. Fabulous finish from a fabulous midfield player.
It's his 22nd of the season. He's recently become the 3rd highest scorer ever for Chelsea. And he's a midfield man, remember. And it's comprehensive as Howard Webb prepares to blow the final whistle. The Villa end is emptying. The Chelsea fans will stay and celebrate because they're coming back to Wembley on May the 15th. Martin O'Neill will bang on, I'm sure, about the penalty that wasn't given. It was the lucky break that Chelsea maybe needed. Maybe they would have come strong anyway, as Villa would fade. The holders are in the final again. They've beaten Aston Villa by 3-0.
You know, it's an honor for me to be here and to play in a stadium like this one. And FA Cup is really special to us. So, you know, when I have a chance, I try to score. You know, my third chance was maybe the most unexpected one, but it's so good.
So Chelsea return to Wembley, where they'll meet Portsmouth in a final between the last 2 FA Cup winners. It's also a clash between the current top and bottom clubs in the Premier League. But of course, league form will count for nothing on May the 15th, and as Portsmouth have shown this weekend, there are no foregone conclusions in the FA Cup. We'll see you next time.